Thank God. Can you hear me, baby? Can you hear me? Here. Squeeze my hand if you can hear me. Stay here. I'm going to find your father. Peter. Peter, wake up. Come on, say something, please.
Tell you what, man, I'm not gonna lie. This game is beautiful. If you would have told me when I was a kid that you'd be able to see the pores on somebody's face and the individual threads of cotton in their clothes, I would have called you crazy, but here we are. So we regain control as Miles here, as we go search for his mom, who ran back into the rubble. I know I said that yesterday one of my complaints was the stealth missions where you're playing as different characters. This is one of those. Just, you know, I guess it's a good break from the Spider-Man action, but I don't necessarily want that break from the Spider-Man action, so we're gonna go over here and see our mom.
Mom? Mom! Damn it! Hurry! Think. Flipping! Are you okay? Nice going, kid. Are you okay?
Yeah. Are you okay?
I'm alright, Mom. I'm alright. You sure you're okay?
Yes, I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright.
Alright, Melissa. I have to go find Dad, okay?
No, wait. Miles, no. Miles, no!
Dad's in there. I'll find him.
Miles! Baby! Stay here! Please!
Dad's alive. I know it.
See the damage the demons caused here on our first attack.
He was right there.
But we see they're not finished quite yet. You're also going to get to see who the leader of the demons is here coming up. And we have seen him already in the game. Sure, you might be able to guess who it is if you know the comics. So unfortunately, this is one of those automatic fail stealth missions that I'm awful at, especially in this game. I don't know what it is. I just struggle with them for whatever reason. I think I'm just really impatient is the main issue.
Can't cross yet. Okay.
Alright, wait for these guys to stop looking in this corner here.
Dad was right there. Gotta help him. Now.
So we'll try and just beeline it up here, see if it works, and it did.
No. Stop. No. Enough.
We have to leave. Now.
And we see Martin Lee. He's actually the leader of the demons. He was the guy at Feast earlier on in the game, yesterday's stream. Then things get really sad from here on out.
Dad! Dad! Dad, no! Wake up, Dad. Wake up. Wake up.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Do I know you?
I'm Peter Parker. I was at City Hall when... Look, I know you don't know me, but I just wanted to say...
I know what you're going through. That's what you were gonna say, right? Or it all gets easier with time. Or don't worry. It's part of God's plan.
I'm sorry. I was just
Trying to help. I know.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him.
So unfortunately, Jefferson Davis, Miles' dad, who helped us over at the shipyard, was killed in the attack.
I'm busy. What's up?
Have you started looking for Martin Lee yet?
No, I told you I can't start a manhunt based on a hunch from Spider-Man.
But I'm telling you, he's the guy.
Get me some solid evidence and we'll talk.
Solid evidence. Right. Hey, it's me.
Hey, so what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I screwed up. And that kid lost his father.
I know you too well to say you should give yourself a break. What about the police? Do they have any leads on Lee?
They're not even looking for him. Even Yuri doesn't believe me.
Then it's up to us to find him. I've been doing some research. Go to this address. Martin Lee bought a controlling interest in this recycling center last year.
You think he's hiding out there?
Maybe. We know he's not at Feast. If he's not at the recycling center, maybe you'll find some evidence as to where he might be.
Yeah. Good work, MJ. I'll let you know what I find.
Oh, one more thing. I talked with a detective about questioning the arrested demons. They're all claiming Martin Lee has the power to, quote, corrupt people.
Corrupt? What does that mean?
They say it's sort of like mind control. It brings out the negative part of you. Makes you do things you wouldn't normally do.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
This coming from a guy who can run up walls.
Yeah, right. Alright. We are going to head to this other mission. We're going to switch our suit up, too. I have slight ADD when it comes to my suits. This is my youngest son's favorite suit, right here. I think it's kind of hideous. is kind of what I assume the symbiote suit is going to look like in the new game. Just all black without you know, the lines in his legs and arms there, and then the white spider instead of yellow. We'll see. I am excited that they're adding those suits into the game, though, because that black and gold suit is about as close as we're going to get to a symbiote suit in this game.
Demons have a bomb rigged in one of those cars. Need to stop.
Get this car chase going here.
Here's your stuff. If it isn't my favorite band of merry masked psychopaths.
So this is just another iteration of the crimes that you can get, random crimes in the city. You see at the beginning of the game, you're not getting anything but, you know, random street thugs breaking into places, and now we're starting to see demons who are starting their takeover of the city.
Just like that movie. The bomb on the bus? What was it called? Fastness, super quick? Nah, that wasn't it.
Talking about Speed, the movie there. Nice little Keanu Reeves Easter egg.
Location is Monk Park, over.
So, yeah, might as well. Why not, right? We are Spider-Man after all. Can't let the street crimes go to the wayside.
Gotta stump that out. Aw, you guys are like little pingpins in training. So cute.
Oh yeah, man. I tell you what, I never played True Crime Streets of New York, but True Crime Streets of LA I absolutely loved when I was a kid. Loved it. And it was primarily because I was really into The Shield at the time, which is a show about crooked LA cops, and that was like right up my alley. You're playing a kind of not by the books police officer in a pretty decent for the time Los Angeles, and I think it was like maybe a 1-to-1 recreation of LA if I remember. Size-wise, obviously it wasn't the whole city, but the portion that they had I thought was a 1-to-1 recreation of it, using the real streets and everything. So yeah, I mean it definitely couldn't compete with Grand Theft Auto, obviously, but for what it was, I enjoyed it. I played quite a bit of it. How are we gonna get these guys? Is there something? Let's hit this thing over here. Sleeping Dogs, man. I loved Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs I remember very vividly because it I think it was supposed to be originally a sequel to... It might even be a sequel to it. I know that it was supposed to be, and I thought they maybe changed it or something, but I love the combat in Sleeping Dogs. Oh, busted. That's alright. I like fighting more than stealthing anyway. Yeah, that's what I thought, Bio. I thought it was either supposed to be, and it changed somewhere during development. Because I think they showed off, like, True Crime Hong Kong. And you can actually find a trailer for the gameplay. And it was obviously what Sleeping Dogs became. So I didn't know if they made the... Oh my goodness, that hurt. I didn't know if they made the choice to forgo the True Crime and just make it a standalone, or if it was supposed to be a sequel.
Okay, that's all of them.
But I tried to play that not too long ago, actually. I played Judgment, which is a Yakuza spin-off, Detective Yakuza spin-off, and it made me want to go play Sleeping Dogs, so I downloaded it on the PS5.
Find where it gets its power from.
But it's one of the games that says that it doesn't run very well
Override the circuit.
on the PlayStation 5. One of the only games I've ever downloaded that gives you a warning that says it doesn't run well.
There. Looks like the circuit's still stable. Maybe there's another junction box close by. Almost there. One more box should do it.
Yeah, Lost Judgment. I want to get to Lost Judgment at some point. I'm going to wait a little bit just because it looks relatively similar to Judgment. I just played it not too long ago. But it's definitely a fun game. I enjoy the combat in that game a lot. I'm glad that they kept at least some DNA of Yakuza after switching Like a Dragon to turn-based. I'm really looking forward to that game too. I can't wait, to be honest with you. That's probably my next big game I'm looking forward to. But I mean, it's going to be a complicated, because I think that comes out in February, early February, and then Horizon Forbidden West comes out like a week later or 2 weeks later, and then I thought there was a third game coming out in February. Another one that I was looking forward to, so...
These must be where they're planning to attack. Wait, these are Osborn campaign offices. Lots of high-tech equipment. Maybe later I can recycle this stuff into some weapons of my own.
Oh yeah, it's Elden Ring. Elden Ring is coming out on the 25th. So, yeah, it's going to be, you know... I don't know how you say it. Sifu? Let's go with Sifu. Coming out on February 8th. Forbidden West on the 18th. And then Elden Ring on the 25th. So there's 3 huge games. All... within like a week, 2 weeks. So I am not familiar with Bushido Blade, but it sounds right up my alley.
Explosives from Fisk's construction site. This wasn't a gang war. The demons were stealing from Fisk to go after Mayor Osborn.
Hey, did you find Lee?
No, but you were right. Lee's using this place as a front for the demons. Bomb making, gun running.
Oh my god.
And it looks like they're planning another attack. This time on Norman Osborn's campaign offices.
We must have some kind of beef with Norman Osborn.
I found an address here. I think it's their staging area. If I hurry, I might be able to stop them.
Be careful.
Another thing I really liked about... first off, the gameplay for Sifu looks amazing.
Make it quick.
But
I'm busy getting yelled at by my
the
boss.
thing I really thought was cool is that the game was originally supposed to come out, I think, at the end of February, and the latest trailer that they did, they put the original date up, and then they dropped it by like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So that's cool. You don't see that very often where, you know, usually you get delays, not, you know, upgrades to the release. So that makes me hopeful for it, because if they're moving it up, then it must be ready to go, you know what I mean? Versus a lot of these games that released, Battlefield, Grand Theft Auto, which maybe need a little bit more time in the oven. But I definitely want to check out Elden Ring also, because I've just become quite addicted to Souls-like games, especially after Sekiro. And I'm hopeful that they're going to go work on a Sekiro sequel after Elden Ring, which I think they will, but we'll see. I mean, it won Game of the Year, it sold amazing. I can't imagine that they're going to abandon it kind of in the way they did Bloodborne, but we'll see. Who knows? And they're a Japanese studio too, and Sekiro's more Japanese oriented than Dark Souls, obviously.
Consolidated shipping. A lot of guys. I should try to do this quietly, but also with style.
Yeah, that's probably a smart move on them for sure. because I wouldn't. Because yeah, and for a Horizon there too. So it's definitely smart for them to do it. I just hope that the game. I hope that's not the only reason. You know, I hope the game's ready. I hope they're not moving it up broken to try and avoid Horizon and Elden Ring. But there's always months like this where it's like, you know, right now there's nothing. Well, there was, but the two games I was looking forward to kind of fizzled out and became a slight shit show, so. And then we have February where it's going to be so muddled for me. Assuming both of those games come out and review really well, which I think they're probably going to. And that Sifu, I just like I think it's a cool concept where you I'm not sure if it's going to be like set up like Returnal, where you maybe have to finish the game before you die, like of old age. Like so in the game, I think when you die, you age. I don't know if it's a set amount of time that you age, or if, you know, it changes throughout the game. But I think it'd be really cool if it was like you have to beat the game all in one run before you die of old age. I think that'd be a really cool setup. Okay. That's too close to him, maybe. I wonder if I could shoot both these guys with the impact web. Yes, is the answer to that question. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I was looking. I mean, we were really talking up Battlefield on Showboys. Nick and I had discussed it several episodes, so I was really looking forward to that too. But I mean, it's hard fought to get me to play a multiplayer game ever, and especially a multiplayer game that's maybe broken and not reviewing really well. It's just not gonna happen for me. I do want to get it. I'll probably wait till it goes on sale, because I do want to get it because they added bots into it, and that's about the only way I can enjoy a multiplayer game is if I'm playing against bots. Primarily because I'm old and I suck at first-person shooters now. So, all right, did we take everybody down? I think we might have.
Well, he's not out here. Better check inside.
Oh, stealth. Look at that.
They have bases all around the city. What else can I find around here? Huh. Invoice from an auto shop. Pale Horse Rides. That's one expensive tune-up. This is bigger than I thought. Looks like the demons have an army. As if one deadly glowing whip wasn't enough.
These guys can be a little bit of a headache, so you want to try and deal with them as quick as possible. Especially when you're fighting other people, they can be a real pain.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it was definitely not this. Hey, MJ. I think I stopped the demon's attack on Osborn's campaign offices.
Oh my goodness.
Did you find Lee?
No,
Oh
but
my
I found
goodness.
something we should
I'm
look
gonna
into.
mess around to die
It's
here.
called Pale Horse Rides.
Web Blossom time.
Sounds familiar. I'll check it out and get back to you.
Literally, it's just the best suit power in the game. There's no question about it. So we got another whip guy here. We're gonna try and take down with our cool animation for the auto takedowns on the whip guys. And then we're gonna get an introduction of another Spider-Man character here.
Location. There's another one. Safety's off.
Well, this is new.
No. This one's mine. All right. I'm executing this son of a...
Hey! That's not how we do things. Down! Down!
Code SM1.
Whoa! Before we do this, who the hell are you guys?
Code SM1. Code SM1. Holding for orders. Copy Code SM1. I have a visual. Hold for Silverburn.
Nice entrance. Solid 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Release him. He works with us.
Yuri, explanation, please?
This is Silver Sablinova, head of Sable International, a private security force. Paid for by Mayor Osborn.
Oh, the mayor has a pet army now?
Next time you get in my way, I will not be so gentle.
Go. We'll talk later.
So there we see Silver Sable, another Rogues Gallery member.
Sorry about that Sable thing. I should have told you earlier, but it all happened so fast.
It's okay. We're still best buds.
We're not best buds.
Well, that took a dark turn.
Anyway, Sable has the mayor's ear and unchecked authority. We've searched that address you gave me, found plenty of evidence of a bomb plot, but nothing that leads back to Martin Lee.
I'm working on that. My ESU ID badge from my semester as a teaching assistant. Didn't have time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday.
So that
Hey, MJ.
scene that
Hey,
just
so
went
I
on
dredged up some
was the
records on
first
Martin
scene when I
Lee's
played it
photos.
here
He's got places all
before
over
the
city.
stream.
Huh.
Actually
Well, the
crashed
person's
my
lined up with a
entire
map I found at
PlayStation.
that shipping business.
First time my
I'll check 'em
PS5
out.
has ever
Let me know
crashed.
when you find at each one, and I'll work on building
So
a case.
I was a little concerned it was going to do it again there,
I'm
but it
headed
didn't
to Lee's
happen.
office at Feast to see if I can learn more about why he's doing this, and what he's got planned next.
Okay, say hi to May for me. Wait, you don't think she's in danger, do you?
No, Lee's only got one target on his mind: Norman Osborn.
Always fun zipping through the city.
This is Sable Control, requesting update from Bowery.
So now we're going to start getting Sable's pet army, as Spider-Man said, showing up in the crimes. So we'll start to see them more throughout the city. We're going to see outposts that they set up throughout the city.
Yet, but I've pulled enough strings to keep the wolves from the door a bit longer. If we can get up and running, I know this new version of the project will attract investment. Massive investment. Stay ready.
Fingers triple crossed, Doc.
Peter.
So if you're running this place while Mr. Lee's out of town, who's doing your old job?
Me. But I could always use more help. You know anyone?
Actually, I do. His name is Miles Morales.
Why does that sound familiar?
His father was being honored at City Hall.
Oh.
I talked to him at the funeral. He's a smart kid. He's just having a tough time.
I knew a boy like that once.
I remember it helped to, stay busy. Might help him, too. Here's his mom's number.
Thanks. I'll give her a call.
Hey, you haven't heard from Mr. Lee, have you?
No, why?
Just curious. I've got a few minutes before work. I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything else I can do to help you out.
Oh, you don't have to.
I know. I want to. I should check out Lee's office.
We're gonna go snoop around Mr. Lee's office here.
Need help with those veggies?
I learned a long time ago you're more help staying out of the kitchen than in it.
Pete, glad to see you're okay.
Hanging in there. This office is locked. How do I get in there? Thanks. I appreciate it.
I don't feel safe anymore.
Love those guys are just oblivious to me using my webs to get up
Never
there.
seen that room before. Whoa, what the... There. High voltage lines. What needs this much power?
I understand, but the account number is in Mr. Lee's office, which is inaccessible. I will call you back as soon as I can get that information. No, I don't know when that will be. What would Ben do?
So here we are.
From the crawl space. It should be right on the other side of the shrine.
Martin Lee's office here. See a picture of him and Aunt May.
The shrine in the photo is missing the picture.
And if you notice, the shrine behind us there, as he said, is missing the picture in the photo of him and Aunt May. Little hint of what you need to do. He left a little letter for Aunt May.
Looks like this note is for May.
Pretty much apologizing for what he's about to do. If you come over here, you can hook up
Lee's journal.
with the key that we will need.
Wonder where the lock is.
And then you'll see that he was waiting for Wilson Fisk to get arrested to make his move, taking over the city, and to get his revenge on Mayor Osborn, who will get a little bit more information later on in the game of why he's doing that. And this over here is just a
ghost story Lee's father read to him.
little
A
hint
demon that could only be mastered through balance.
for the puzzle here coming up. So we'll head over to the shrine, use the key, which will unlock the puzzle behind it.
Some kind of puzzle lock.
So we'll use this first one here to move it there. Move it 2 steps on the second one. And 4 steps on this one. Oh man, did I mess that up? I might have messed that up. Maybe it is in 2 steps. There we go.
Yes. Whoa.
Get access to his little room in the back here where he's hiding his alter ego equipment. Get one of the demon masks that we've seen plenty of times in the games here.
Is it a Jungian thing? Like He needed to pretend to be someone else to let his darkest feelings out? Pretended to be a demon until he became one.
Always thought this was odd because in the helicopter mission we just did, we see a first-person shot from inside the mask as Peter gets to the guy in the helicopter, but there's no eye holes, so I'm not sure how these guys are seeing out of the masks. Just a little detail that is odd. And then we'll look at the sword.
To the others. How does Lee imbue these with his power? Bioelectric induction? Compressed phase shift?
And we will head over to the desk. Listen to Martin Lee's voice recording.
Growing, feeding off my anger. Father would say I've lost the path of balance, but he could never understand. The only way to fight a monster is to become one.
Whoa. This is the folder MJ found at the auction house. This might help us figure out what Lee's planning next.
And then we see a little hint for the rest of the game here. We'll see this again. This is the folder that we saw inside of the auction house at Fisk that the demons came and took. We're going to take it with us.
Phew. It's a burn room, wired to destroy evidence.
So obviously you can't drop back down onto the floor here. Hold the left trigger, you'll do this little perch. You can shoot this thing 3 times.
One more.
Hold up, go back to the ceiling. Come over here and hit this one the same.
The police had found this.
It knocks out the electricity, allowing you to drop back down. Go over to the board here.
Norman Osborn. His whole career. Lee must have been obsessed with him. Okay, through the floor grate. This article is decades old. Must be back when Oscorp was first founded.
See that he's obviously got an issue with Mayor Osborn. He's also keeping track of Fisk over here as well. So we'll turn around and head down the grate here to the supply room below Martin Lee's office.
Get out of here.
Push this, what looks like a grill, out of the way.